In AI product manager interviews today, you're often asked to go beyond surface level product sense and execution questions and show depth in your understanding of AI. And one topic that you can dive into to show this is agentic browsers. So today we're really excited to have Ankit back joining us again as a guest on Liftoff PM to discuss what agentic browsers are, how they work, and how you can improve them. Ankit, do you want to give a brief intro about yourself?
Absolutely. Excited to be back, Kevin. Currently, I am a principal product manager at Walmart e-commerce for our machine learning offer ranking platform. Before this, I was at CDK Global. We were the largest car dealership software company where I was a lead PM for all things AI. So I was the applied AI and platform initiatives product manager before.
Awesome. And yeah, we're really excited to talk about this topic with you, Ankit. But before we talk into the video, I'm Kevin Wei. I'm a senior PM, and I've worked at companies like Square, Coinbase, and Amazon. And this channel, Lives Off PM, is all about helping you land your dream product manager role. And we've got free lessons to get you started, like our videos on how to answer metrics questions and how to answer trade-offs questions. And if you're enjoying our free videos and you're serious about acing your interviews, you got to level up. And that's where our paid course comes in. You can check it out by clicking the join button below, and it's got everything you need to ace your PM interviews, from product sense to execution to strategy, and even those tricky behavioral questions. I'm a PM interview coach, and the strategy shared in this paid course is the same as those shared in paid private sessions. And people will pay $1,000 or $2,000 to book the number of private coaching sessions that give them these lessons. And with the Liftoff PM course, we share with you all that same knowledge for less than the price you otherwise pay for one coaching session. That's a pretty good deal if you ask me. All right, so now with Ankit, let's dive into the topic of agentic browsers.
We are seeing rise of a new concept, the agentic browser. And today, I want to play a small part in demystifying what it is, what it can do, show you some examples, explore its architecture, and finally talk about where we can improve. Think of this as the new chapter in how we experience the web, from a static window into information to an intelligent, active digital companion. So, first, what exactly is an agentic browser? When we talk about the next evolution of digital experience, one of the most fascinating shifts underway is the rise of the agentic browser. Traditionally, we have used Google. Browsers have been passive. You search, you click, you navigate. But an agentic browser changes that dynamic completely. It's not just a window to the internet, it's an intelligent partner that understands your intent, interprets content, and can take action on your behalf. For example, you could simply say, compare top electric SUV for value and safety. And instead of giving you a list of 10 blue links, it researches, synthesizes, and even summarizes the best options, maybe even helps you schedule a test drive from a dealership. It is eventually blending human agency with machine intelligence. You stay in control, but it removes the friction of repetitive digital work. That's the essence of an agentic browser. It's not just displaying the website, it's features built in AI that can proactively act on your behalf. Let's take a quick step back and look at how we got here. Traditional browsers were built for IR, information retrieval. They showed us results, but we did all the heavy lifting. Then came AI assisted browsers, like we are seeing right now as the Google AI mode, which could summarize pages or answer quick queries, but it still requires a lot of manual navigation and back and forth. Now we're entering the new phase, AI powered or agentic browsers, where the browser itself becomes an active agent. Instead of searching sites, we're now seeing browsers that research topics and even delegate tasks. This evolution is about offloading cognitive effort, moving from being a digital driver to having a co pilot that understands what you are really trying to do. In my opinion, agentic browsers are built on four foundational capabilities. First of all, visual understanding. Now the agentic browsers can interpret what's on the screen, how does the form look like, what does the chart look like, what are the product cards, just an human would, using its computer vision capability. Second, it can do a lot more deeper intelligent reasoning. It can infer intent. If you ask to plan a weekend in Austin, it can reason through flights, weather, and events to schedule your weekend. Third is task automation. It can take action, filling out forms, finding the best promo codes, and checking out for you automatically. Finally, adaptive learning. These agentic browsers, they learn from your behavior. They get personalized. Over time, they adapt to the tone, preferences, and context. Together, these capabilities transform the browser from a passive portal into a personalized digital agent. It's not just automation, it's autonomy. Let's look at few early players shaping this new wave. Atlas from OpenAI, Comet from Perplexity, and Dia from the browser company. Atlas is OpenAI's vision of the agentic browser, which just launched a few weeks back. It's tightly integrated with its model ecosystem. It doesn't just answer questions, it can reason, plan, and take action directly inside the browsing experience. Think of it as a chat GPT with hands and eyes inside your browser. Second is Comet, which was launched a few months back by Perplexity. It takes a more systems approach. Right now, it's a lot more faster than Atlas also. It connects email, calendar, and apps into one reasoning layer. It's all about delegating and orchestration, turning the browser into a productivity hub. And last but not the least is Dia, which is not very popular yet, but it brings a lot more of a human and creative touch. It emphasizes context, design, and conversation flow, more like a thoughtful collaborator than a digital tool. Together, these three define the spectrum of agentic design, and we are still waiting to see how Google is going to respond with its new browser to take on these agentic browsers. Now, let's talk about what's under the hood. Right now, these exact architecture for agentic browsers are not public, but here's a conceptual model. This is based on some research I did, and but in a nutshell, they all are based on the Chromium open source uh, model browser, which was created by Google. So let's start from the top. At top is the user interface layer. Familiar components like we have seen, like tabs and address bars, now enhanced with assistant UIs and video interfaces, and also like doing a better tab management. The next one is the agentic AI core. This is the brain which handles things like natural language understanding, task planning, and decision logic to decide how to move forward. Then below that is AI models layer, and it blends local and cloud intelligence because different models uh, can solve different use cases. Uh, if we are thinking about Comet, Comet may have capability for using multiple models, using a model router capabilities. It can have GPT-4o for some use cases, Cloud Sonnet for some use cases, or Perplexity Sonnet orchestrated to multiple context processor. Then after this layer is the autonomous action layer. This is where the rubber meets the road, where the computer vision gets into picture, where we have DOM parser, which and other capabilities which help to execute tasks, navigating, form filling, clicking, and multi-step coordination. Then below that are Perplexity search engine and integration layer. Right now, I am thinking it for Perplexity, but of course, you can abstract it for other players also, which tries to connect to the multiple tools and the data like email, calendars, and dashboards. Finally, everything is wrapped under security and privacy, where you are trying to defend against prompt injection defense. Because as we know, there's a lot of prompts that are there, and then those prompts could be jacked up, and then they can really lead to like malicious code being activated. So that's why we need to do that, and they all are built in the Chromium browser capability. In essence, it's not just a smart browser; it's a distributed AI system with a visual front end. Before we close, let's talk about what I'm seeing that is missing right now in these browser. Like an emerging tech, agentic browsers have real challenges. Number one, on the critical problem side, we do see some security vulnerabilities. We have seen that. That's why enterprises still not some of the enterprises are still taking time to get on with using the capabilities of Atlas and other players, like things like prompt injection or hidden AI commands. So that's why we have to iron them out. Then there is some unpredictable behavior, like there is no undo, no transparency about like why this is being done. Some of the browser like Comet is taking care of them, but of course the AI, it's not completely fleshed out. Sometimes there are like poor user control. Often you're locked into one provider. Yeah, like like do not move from one browser to another browser. And then there are some technical gaps. There are not many APIs available for developers to start doing it, and I don't think there is an offline support available. Like for example, if you don't have an internet, like does your browser still offer it? So these don't exist. But the path to improvement is clear. It starts with the security first. We need to have a trusted execution, permission firewalls, etc. We need to look at full transparency, show how and why AI is acting. So basically explainability, user controls. Um, there should be a lot more fine-grained user control that are available to figure out like, hey, what data is the browser going to train on and what will not use. So that's why that's also important. And last but not least, developer platform, right? Like so that like you can build new APIs, more extensions, and team collaboration capability. Ultimately, the winning formula is simple. You need to have security, transparency, and user control to build deep trust in the agentic AI capability. So to wrap it up, we're not just witnessing an upgrade in technology, but a redefinition of how we interact with the information itself. The agentic browser isn't the future of browsing. It's the beginning of the agentic internet. And the question for all of us isn't if this will happen. It's all about how we will shape it and how our behaviors will be shaped as we start moving more and more towards using these agentic browsers.